Wow, really? That increased? Oh, I see what's going on now. Oh, okay. Plan on upgrading to a 512 gig eventually when it's cheaper. Yeah. That's a wise idea. Alright, so for the Monster Hunter quest, we gotta go to Uliolol. Gotta go right here, the White Wanderer. Oh no, wrong way. Here's a Lalafell named Very Small. Alright, gotta talk to this guy. So yeah, this quest is a crossover with Monster Hunter Wilds, and we get to fight a monster from that series as a trial. Oh, if it isn't Crick, tell me, do you have a moment? Animal carcasses have been turning up one up after another over in Shaolani. We've yet to figure out why. We were preparing to launch an investigation, but then we received this. Fuck am I reading? Love the Pro 2 controller, so much nicer than Pro 1, so I've heard. Distinctive style to be sure, but it's undoubtedly a Mark Bill, no less peculiar than the client who delivered it either. Too small for a Starro, and yet too furry to be a Lalafell. Whatever distant land they hail from, I doubt I've ever heard of it. Yeah, that's Arkveld's icon in Monster Hunter Wilds. I feel like I've seen a bill like this before. Handled a request like this previously? I'll be damned. Lately, there have been sightings of a large beast roaming the plains, which we believe is responsible for the rash of carcasses. When I've heard, it bears a striking resemblance to the creature depicted on this bill. To be frank, we'd all rest easier if the one who helped fell Valley Armanda were the one to take this on. Would you lend us your strength? I was yearning for a good hunt. Time to kick his ass. Oh, I have a feeling it'll be one to remember. Now, the client should have all the details you need to get started. No doubt they've been eagerly awaiting a skilled hunter to take on the task. They should be hanging around in the tavern in Usatawi. Expect you'll have no trouble finding them. And what's unique about this quest is that it has the same vibe as the quest from Monster Hunter Wilds. So instead of the usual chime, we just got that. Alright, so now we gotta go to Shaolani. Or Pier. Oh wow, it actually dumped a 3-minute ad break. Usually they're only like 1 minute or 2 minutes. That's gotta suck. Oh, here's one dead giveaway. Here's a secret from Monster Hunter Wilds, but the game identifies it as a chocobo. An unfamiliar bird-like creature stands before you, vaguely reminiscent of a chocobo. Chocobos are supposed to be yellow and more bird-like. Nope, it's a palico. The cat-like assistants in the Monster Hunter series. No, this lady wants nothing to do with them. What's up? Do you speak English? No. Yes, I'm the Phaline who put out the bounty on the monster. Are you a hunter? Don't you mean Meowster? When the mood strikes me. More of an adventurer, to be precise. And you must be familiar with the monsters of all kinds. In which case, I have one I'd ask you to hunt, assuming you're up for it. Yeah, I'll kick its ass. Wonderful. You don't seem to have a grand hub for hunters in this land, so I was beginning to lose hope if I'd find anyone. Yeah, which that's a feature in Wilds. And in most Monster Hunter games, too. I better begin by telling you how I arrived here. It relates to our mark, you understand. There he is. The mark in question? None other than Guardian Arkveld. The creature normally resides in the Forbidden Lands. My comrades and I were in the midst of investigating its territory when a spider-like thing appeared out as if out of nowhere. Before we could make heads or tails of what it was, a cocoon nearby burst open, and from it emerged a newborn Arkveld. The two then began to clash in a fierce battle for supremacy. And this is good old Omega, who was a boss in side content for Stormblood. But on the Monster Hunter Wilds side, he is a hunt in that game as part of the collaboration. So if you're playing Monster Hunter Wilds, you get to fight Omega, and if you're playing Final Fantasy XIV, then you get to fight Arkveld. As the battle came to a head, the mysterious invader created a ring glowing with light. Before we knew it, the Guardian disappeared without a trace. And then all before me turned white. When I came to, I found myself in this land of Tyrol. Oddly enough, the invader spoke just moments before the flash. I think it said, Program Loop Upgrade. I have no idea what that means, but I'm guessing it has to do with why I'm here. I was searching for a way home with my companion when I learned that a Guardian Arkveld was wreaking havoc nearby. I thought it best that I recruit a hunter to take it down before it could bring ruin to the wilds. I see. Now that you're up to speed, I'd say we better get started. Sure, this goes without saying, but when tracking prey, it's important to know what signs to look for. Every creature leaves its own unique trail. Guardian Arkveld's most distinctive traits are its white coat and its scales, as well as the chain-like tendrils on its forelimbs, which it can extend and retract at will to bind its prey, if it doesn't slice you to pieces first. Whatever ground the beast treads is certain to leave behind marks from dragging its tendrils. From what I've heard, it was sighted in an area north of here called Yatanane. Sure. Let's see if we can find signs of its passage. I'm regretfully unfamiliar with the monsters in these parts, so I hope you don't mind taking the lead in our search. Alright. Gotta lead this kitty cat around. I noticed there were quite a few people in this town carrying curious weapons. I took such folk for hunters at first, but it turns out they're members of a group that catches folks up to no good. The Dust Watch, I think they're called. The hunters in my land are no strangers to capturing the quarry either, you know. We use shock or pitfall traps to immobilize the beast and then unleash a barrage of trank bombs to put them to sleep. I happen to be an expert at laying traps, so I'd be happy to put my talents to use should any fugitives cross our path. Yeah, that's one mechanic in the game. You can depending on the quest you're doing in Monster Hunter, you either have to slay the creature or capture it. To capture, you have to get into a trap and then use tranquilizer bombs to put it to sleep. Found some monster tracks. Heap of withered webs. It bears unmistakable resemblance to the plant matter found on tumbleclaws native to the region. I gather these dried weeds were left behind by a monster using them to camouflage itself. They certainly bear no connection to Arkveld. Forbidden Lands, there are creatures called Mimifita, that also mimic flowers to hide from predators. I remember this one time some hunters disguised themselves with headwear in the spinning image of a Mimifita. I'm not pulling your tail when I tell you it was impossible to distinguish them from the real thing. In any case, I don't see signs of Arkveld here. Let's keep looking. I understand that sandstorms sometimes sweep across the plains. Is that right? Forbidden lands similarly have a tumultuous climate. Environment shifting greatly with the change of seasons. In the fallow period, the land grows barren, so monsters fight over what limited food they can find. And come the intense weather conditions of the inclemency period, apex predators begin to emerge, making it a very precarious time. But after that comes the period of plenty, where flora and fauna flourish in abundance. No matter the season, there's always something new to discover, bringing fresh excitement with each expedition. Pungent, sticky substance adheres to the clumps of yellow hair. Judged by the local fauna, they're likely the remains of a sunbeard, gorged upon by a grassland's worm. I'm not sure what left this behind, but Arkveld has white fur, not yellow. Come to think of it, all guardians have a white coat. Even the guardian variant of Raphalos, Crimson King of the Skies, is clad in white. At least that's what I've heard. But that is neither here nor there. We should get back to our survey. Actual monster tracks. Markings on the ground suggest something massive was dragged across it, with armor like scales strewn about the area. These scales, I'm certain they came from Guardian Arkveld. Go find him. I think it came so close to a settlement. Thankfully, it turned away, but there's nothing stopping it from coming back. We need to find its lair before anyone gets hurt. For everything we found, I believe we have what we need to locate our prey. If we were to give proper trace, we should call on my comrade resting back in town. Could I trouble you to gather a few samples before we go? Now we meet the Sacred. My feathered friend here is called a Sacred. Not only does it make for a reliable mount, but it can also carry all the essentials for a hunt thanks to its sturdy build. That's not all, it can even memorize a monster's scent and track it down. Try letting it smell what you've gathered. Get a whiff of this. Looks like it's picked up the scent. Now it can guide us to Arkveld. No time to waste. If you would mount the Sacred and scout out the location of our mark, I'll see the preparations for the hunt. Here, take this Link Pearl contraption. Managed to barter for it after exchanging a few things with a traveling merchant. With this, we should be able to stay in contact even when we're apart. Yeah, I know what Link Pearls do. Now then, you only need to trust in the Sacred to guide you. I'm sure you'll find Arkveld in no time. Now we get to ride on the Sacred. So, are you there? Oh good, I can hear you. This Link Pearl is a true gem. Though Arkveld lay dormant within its cocoon for a long time, guardians are said to awaken when they sense a powerful presence nearby. Oh, there's some more scars. May have turned back after approaching the settlement because something even stronger drew its attention. Stormy Dome in the distance marks a land dominated by fierce lightning storms, right? I sure hope that's not where Arkveld was headed. Oh, more scars and a corpse. You found the remains of a monster? Quick, examine the corpse to see if there are any signs it was preyed upon. Beast has breath its last. You see no bite marks on its body, suggesting the creature may not have been attacked as an act of predation. I didn't expect much from a guardian. You see, unlike your average monster, they have no need to eat their prey. I think Arkveld may be fixated on the energies in this place and feeling any other monsters that get in its way. It doesn't need sustenance to survive? It's all rather complicated, but in short, guardians do not possess an organ for digestion. Digestion. That is why they never attack out of a desire to feed. Oh, that's a big angry growl. Ah, there he is. I found him. What? That sounds like a turf war. Clearly Arkveld's been on edge since it arrived here. I bet it's lashing out at anything it deems a threat. At this rate, it's going to throw the whole ecosystem out of balance. We have to stop it, but how? Oh, I've got it. Try taking out a pod from the pouch on the Sacred. You'll know when you found the right one if it makes your nose wrinkle. A dung pod. It's called a dung pod, and as you doubtedly notice, it possesses a frightfully fetid smell. Whether it's a single monster or even a horde, a well-positioned throw would send even the most rabid beast packing. It has no effects on guardians, but the scent should be unbearable for whatever Arkveld's fighting. Throw it with everything you got. Yes. Now we get to watch Arkveld fight this, snake. Which I think is from a Fate. Toss the pod. Yeah, the snake didn't like that. There's Arkveld. It's like, the fuck did you do that for? We're like, I'm gonna beat you with this book. And Arkveld's like, oh. Night Warrior, thanks for redeeming your daily grunty food. You got some grunt mints. Guess Arkveld wants nothing to do with us. Not yet, anyway. Also, thanks for cricket tuning in, Night Warrior. Appreciate it. How you doing tonight? They ran away. Arkveld fled as well? Perhaps it perceived you too as a threat and returned to its den to recover its strength. Well, I'm sure you'd just love to give chase. I'd like to regroup first. Stay put for just a moment. I'll be there in 2 shakes of Raffles's tail. That turf war continued and may have reached nearby settlements. Thank goodness the dung pod worked as well as it did. Arkveld's lair appears to be further ahead. I expect it's recuperating from its battle and won't be emerging anytime soon. Oh, let's go kick its ass then. You were searching for the Guardian. I took it upon myself to put together a camping kit. Let's set up shop near Arkveld's lair and prepare for the grueling hunt before us. Sure. Now we have a nice little camp. Which this is also an available furniture item for housing in Final Fantasy XIV now. I like the detail inside. You can't actually go inside it though. Come on, make yourself at home. No need to worry about any pesky monsters. I already checked the area and we're perfectly safe. First things first, we feast. One should never hunt on an empty stomach, as we hunters say. Managed to gather everything we need to have ourselves a barbecue, so let's get to grilling. Now we get to see a cutscene where we cook some meat, which is a kind of a mini game in its own in Monster Hunter Wilds. Because at this part you gotta flip it so that the meat cooks properly, and then you gotta click every time you cut. Which if you do, then you make that many pieces of meat. Go ahead and chow down. I don't think this actually does anything in Final Fantasy XIV. They just want to show off the animation. Delicious. Now with your appetite sated and spirit soaring, I bet you could take on even the mightiest of monsters. Here, take these mega potions as well. They'll come in handy during the hunt. They're a special blend of the potions distributed by the Hunters Guild, mixed with fresh honey harvested by yours truly. Thankfully, we were in a pyramid of plenty just before I was transported here. With that, I think you're all set. Allow me to formally make my request. Please hunt Guardian Arkveld and protect the life on these plains. Yes. There. Unlock the Windward Wilds. And one gimmick of this fight is that you'll have access to 10 mega potions, which are one of the few ways to heal yourself in the fight. There. Now we just call up the duty finder and get into one of those. Which pretty much almost everyone's doing this fight nowadays, so it shouldn't take too long for it to trigger. Saying 5-minute average wait time. We'll use this time to tend to my And to my retainers, since they're pretty much done what they were doing. Artist show window. Oh, neat. Shame that's an outdoor furnishing. That's completely useless to me unless I had actually had a house. And this one gave me some aiming earrings that I don't need. How much this shop window going for? 2,493. I undercut by 3. Oh yeah, I do want to keep that. And that is a good amount of gil, but yeah, I got this in a dungeon run earlier, a couple days ago, and I kind of want to put it in my apartment. That, or at least put it in the storage. Housing. Indoor furnishings. Let's take a look at this. Oh, it's fucking big. That is unnecessarily big. Oh, I would need to, like, move some stuff out in order to accommodate this. Yeah, no. Maybe I'll sell it. I could use the gil more than I need a giant-ass futuristic computer. $129,994. Actually, what's the rest of this stuff? Wall shelf. Oh, that's wall shelf's not much. And I'll keep it. I need to change my Eggy. My little summon thing. Knight said, well, he will buy me a Switch too. No, Knight doesn't have the money, unfortunately. He needs more. He needs money more than I do. Because the initial summon is a carbuncle. Oh, that average rate time's going up now. Now we gotta wait 10 minutes, even though we already waited 6. Juice Encyclopedia. It's a frog sweeping. Lalafell bench has a couple of Lalafells on it. Oliver Nexus isn't at his post. People watching in full Crazy amount of people on today. Or chilling in here anyway. This person's just hiding in this little notch. Crazy amount of people in the quicksands today. There's still someone tending to this fountain. I wonder why as of late there's been a group of people chilling in this particular spot. Haw job. Yeah. What's going on here? Yippee, this popped. Alright, let's give this trial a try. Well done, steak. Yeah, here's our mega potion. One way to heal ourselves in this fight. Got a couple people watching the intro cutscene. I'm gonna give Arkveld flowers. And there they go. Oh, okay. That was a proper marker to stay in that spot, but I guess I had to move out of the AoE first. God damn it. I don't like how that attack does a wave like that. Fucking typing. I'm trying to click on this. Getting there. Only died once. Oh, now he died. Until all this stuff goes away. There, we did it. Alright, make sure we carve them, because that's another gimmick of this. We can use those to upgrade stuff. I like this healer. Yeah, make sure you carve, buddy. He was about to leave without carving. Or no? Oh, no, I guess he doesn't care. Okay. Yay, cool, I got a calm. There, we successfully slayed our Arkveld. You did it! You defeated Arkveld! Now these planes will know peace once more. Now we need to find a way to get you home. Ah, I nearly forgot. I'm not entirely sure how I'll make it back to the Forbidden Lands, I admit, and yet I don't feel awfully anxious about it. It's not every day you get to get spirited away to a vast continent like this, you know. I'd like to see the sights and speak with the people. I'll find a way back in the course of that, I'm sure of it. I wouldn't mind learning more about the myriad monsters and resources here either. I'll see where the winds take me, and fill out my field guide as I go along. Who knows, by the time I make it home, I may have filled the whole thing. Do you think I'd be a worthy adventurer by then? Yes. Now we gotta talk to the guy that handed us that bill to finish the rest of the quest. Yeah, so we dealt with that thing. Yes. That was a success. Well done indeed. Perhaps now life can return to normal for the fauna of Shaolani. By the way, we carved some scales from Arkveld's hide. Would you be able to craft anything with them? It'd be an awful waste to leave them as only a souvenir. Well now, this is a rare find. If you speak with a smithy here, I'm sure he could fashion armor with it, or at the very least exchange it for other wares. That's that guy. Sure to drop by again should you find any other noteworthy materials. Yes. There's the sacred. Well, what brings you here, my friend? Already finished feeding? Why would you look at that? It seems they've grown fond of you. You're not opposed. Why not take them along with your adventures? Sure. Yippee, you couldn't ask for a better companion. That settled, I believe it's time I was getting on with my own adventure. Thanks for everything, Crick. Yes. May we meet again someday. Cool, so from that we get a sacred horn, which gives us this guy as a mount, and 2 pieces of outdoor furnishing. Quest complete. Hunt has only just begun. He earned further rewards by facing Guardian Arkveld in the Windward Wilds Extreme, which may be unlocked by speaking with the Wandering Minstrel. Yeah, because you can get some better shit out of that. So with those 2 scales that we got, we can get a variety of orchestrion rolls, which I believe are songs from Monster Hunter Wilds. We can get some gear based on the Hope set from Monster Hunter Wilds, which is the starting armor set. But we need what, 2, 4, 8, 12, 14 of these scales to get the entire set. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It's got a vibe to it. And then we can get pictures. Three furnishings that feature Arkveld, Raydau, and Uthduna. Those are also monsters from Monster Hunter Wilds. Then if we can get more pieces, we can also get a framer kit, a parasol, a Vigor Wasp minion, and a Sacred Fledgling minion. So I need one more I need one more scale if I want to get these. And then we need Guardian Arkveld certificates to get a Feline Support Team Cart Horn. Probably won't get those unless we do the Extreme, I believe. He also does a Veiled Weapon Exchange. Oh, okay. There's a weapon, there's an Arkveld themed weapon for every single class. But you need 5 Guardian Arkveld certificates and the previous weapon to get you need the item level 745 to get the item level 760. Is that any good, actually? Yeah, it is an attack. I don't know, where is you? Okay, no, that's Scholar. I need SMN. Summoner. There we go, the Index. Okay, cool. Its animation is just it just explodes into debris or something. Yeah, that's a weapon option. Oh, here's where we can get the 745 because this always drops when you do that. Do that. Oh, it's not. Oh no, it's the same item level as the Phantom Index. All right, where's the repair person? Up ahead. Next level. There, with that knocked out, now we can probably do the Hildebrand quests. Since they added some new ones to this with this patch as well. Same attack, same auto attack, same delay. Except the Phantom Index Penumbrae has a lot more critical hit than this Veldian Index. Yeah, like double the critical hit. That's kind of neat. That does make the left better than the right. Oh, I'll keep it handy for when and if I decide to even try the extreme version. Because the thing about this collab is that it's permanent. There's no limited time on it. So we got plenty of